the morning on June 6th. Fondander personally interrogated captured American pathfinders in Carrington. He was struck by their distinctive appearance. Many had shaved their heads into mohawk cuts and painted their faces for battle. Banda had reportedly remarked to his staff. Now they are sending us their Indians. The captured Americans told Vanderhade something that would prove prophetic. They claimed that German forces believeth here were about 10 times as many people on the peninsula as there actually were. The scattered drops had created an illusion of overwhelming force. Vander had expected the Americans to spend several days consolidating their scattered forces before attempting any major operations. The Americans attacked on June 10th, 4 days after the initial. The assault on Carrington became one of the most bitter battles of the entire Normandy campaign. American paratroopers from the 1001st Airborne Division advanced along exposed causeways under withering German fire. They crossed flooded fields, waist-deep in water. They fought house to house through the streets of the town. Von der Lader wrote about his opponents with evident respect. He noted their willingness to take casualties, their refusal to break under fire, their aggressive tactics even when outnumbered. His regiment earned a nickname from the Americans who fought them. They called them the Lions of Carrington. At one point, during sea battle, the Americans negotiated a 2-hour truce at noon on June 11th. To collect their dead and wounded, General Maxwell Taylor, commander of the 101st Airborne, used the opportunity to send a message to Vond, demanding his surrender. Vond had received orders through Field Marshal Win Ramel to hold Carrington at all costs. He could not surrender, even if he wanted to. But he was running out of ammunition. His regiment had taken severe casualties. The Americans kept coming. When Taylor's surrender demand arrived, Helpedman Rolf Mara of the 2nd Battalion replied in English with a question of his own: would you surrender in the same situation? The fighting around Carrington had already cost Vanderhade's regiment dearly. Headman Emil Preckett, commanding the 1st Battalion, had led attacks against the 101st Airborne at Sainte Marie. By the evening of June 7th, Prochet's men were decimated, most of them wounded and unable to fight. They accepted an offer of surrender from Colonel Howard Johnson of the 501 St. Parachute Infantry Regiment. Only 25 men escaped to reach Carrington. The elite German paratroopers were being destroyed by American paratroopers who had been in combat for less than 48 hours. On June 12th, Vandander ordered his